Hi, this is Saturday Rehearsal. My name is George. You can call me Greg. So, in this episode, I want to talk about another very, very important element of singing or thing in singing. In my earlier videos, I kept stressing that breathing in and out, breath control seems to be one of the things I consider very, very important in singing. Now, listening is also very, very, very important. It's probably more important than breathing. Well, you breathe in to make the sound to sing, but you also need your ears, For example, if you are learning, you need your ears to also get what you are singing, all right? So it's also equally important. Now, most of us, especially those of us in the local churches, in the Pentecostal churches, in the Apostolic churches, the Baptist churches, most of us sing or do music by ear, okay? The instrumentalists are playing by ear, the singers are learning by ear, as opposed to our brothers in the Catholic and in the choral groups who have a script before them. They watch, they play, they sing. In fact, singers also have a script they read and then they sing. We are making use of our ears, and so I will even go further to say that those of us who are talented and we are making use of our God-given talents right from the start, we are using or making use of our ears. It is in fact, I can't stress that enough. It's very, very important, you know, to use your ears as a singer. Listening is very, very, very important. Now, our school is listening to people's music. And so we have listened to the Don Juans, the Rance Allans, the Donnie McClurkin, the Kirk Franklin. You know, I like to listen to old songs, and so forgive me if I'm mentioning old school names or old school people. Of course, we have some new guys, but yeah, I like to listen to. It doesn't mean that I don't like the new guys. I really love the new guys too. The Mark Reynolds and the others. So we listen to them. You go to a regular local church, and what we are singing is or are the songs that we have heard on tape, on FM, on the radio, on watched on television. Those are the songs that we are rehearsing. Those are the songs that we are listening and trying to sing. We didn't pick a book or we were not taught the song, word for word, write things down, but we listened to the song. We watched them. We watched their movement on stage, their attitude towards the song. We picked from them, and then we also listened to the songs. Most importantly, that's what I'm talking about. Now, there's a big difference between hearing and listening. Hearing and listening. If I mentioned a song, uh, blessed be the name of the Lord. We say, oh, I've heard it. I mentioned the title of a song, I've heard it. It's different from I have listened to it. Okay? You hear somebody talk or sing and you don't really pay attention. Okay? Somebody will say it passes through one ear and it goes out through the other ear. Okay? So when you are working, or you're talking to somebody, and then somebody else is talking elsewhere, because your attention is not on what he's saying, you hear what he's saying. Okay? And because you don't pay attention to what he's saying, you are not picking the details of what he's talking about. But when you are listening, attention comes in, concentration comes in, and so you are picking word for word what is happening, what you are hearing. So my question is, when we play a song, do you hear or you listen to it? Do you hear or you listen to it? I think we should choose the latter. We have to listen. I, for one, have learned a lot, with my ears. Most of the things I know is through the ears. I listen, I analyze, I observe, of course, with the eyes, but I do a lot of listening. I'll play a song over and over again, and I've gone to the period where what I'm listening, as soon as you play something, I get what you are playing. I get if it's harmony, I get it. If it's the keyboard or the bass, I just get the thing. I understand because I have done the listening, critical listening, attentive listening over the period, and that is what we need to do. You go for rehearsals in a local church. You go for rehearsals, and we want to do a song. Now, is it not interesting that uh, a song or a track is maximum 4 minutes, maximum, but it takes the choir 1 hour, 2 hours to learn the song? What? 3 or 4 minutes of a song. We want to learn the song, and it is taking us 1 hour, 2 hours. Let me not exaggerate. Let me just say 30 minutes. Why? It's because we have not listened to the song. It's because we have not gotten the song in details. Okay, so if you are listening to something, you give attention to it, as I've mentioned earlier. Now, whilst you give attention, I learned from a vocal coach of mine that there's 3 concepts when it comes to grasping a song. The first thing is you are listening to it. Okay, you listen to it, and then you perceive what you are listening to, and then you can once you understand, you bring it out. So let me give it to you in my own way. First of all, you are listening to the song with attention. Okay, rapt attention. Then as you listen to the song, the next thing is what? You understand, or you better appreciate what you are listening to. Okay. Now that you understand the song, or understand what you are listening to, if it's the harmony, if it's the melody, or if it's the instrument, now that you understand, then you can be able to what? Produce or reproduce it. So the most important in these 3 is the listening, because just like in computer, we say garbage in, garbage out. If you don't listen well, you are processing the wrong thing, and obviously what is coming out will be garbage. That is why you listen to a song. After listening to the song, you come to the rehearsal grounds, and what is happening? For 2 hours, for 1 hour, we sing the song over and over again. We try to correct, this harmony bit is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Sing it again. He sings it wrongly. The music director even takes the pain of singing the song to you, repeats, and it's not going well. Why? Because we are not making good use of our ears. We have to make good use of our ears. How do you make good use of your ears? By listening. Listen, and listen. Otherwise, we will spend 2 hours, as always, on a particular song, and this is not good. So when we go to a rehearsal ground, what is usually happening is we are always preparing for the next service. So it's a Saturday rehearsal as usual. You are preparing for the Sunday service. We sing a song or 2. But trust me, if you have listened well and learned the song, we will use just 10, 20 minutes, top 30 minutes for 3 songs. We use the rest of the period to learn, rather than using the whole 2 hours or 3 hours on 2 or 3 songs. Okay, so in conclusion, it is very, very, very important that we listen rather than hear. Now, if you want to get the best out of a song, pay attention to the song. Play the song over and over again if you have to, but pay attention to the song. Listen critically. Then you're able to reproduce whatever you are listening to. I want to believe that this session has been fruitful. In subsequent videos, in a video or 2, what we'll do is that we will try to reproduce, for example, what the keyboardist has played. Okay, so that if it's a scale, whatever is, if it's a sound, whatever I hear, I try to reproduce, and you do same at home. At least we use that to train our ears. We're conscious of what we listen to. Okay, thank you very much for your time, and I will see you again in the next video. God bless you.